In Craven County, there is a petition going around that allows magistrates to file and process restraining orders.
This comes after a New Bern native was killed by her fiance in 2014. WNCT's Courtney Allen joins us with the story. Courtney.
Ken, Shayla, advocates for Caitlin's Law would like to see laws revised under Chapter 50B in our state constitution pertaining to domestic violence. I spoke with the person who started it and others about the need for more protection for victims.
That is Caitlin, always so full of life.
Brittany Stokes says her best friend Caitlin Falkenberry had the kindest heart.
She would drop anything to be there for you.
The two grew up in New Bern, becoming best friends before Caitlin moved to Greenville for college.
That was like my sister.
They remained close until Caitlin got involved with someone, getting engaged shortly after.
Threats were being made, but she told her friend not to worry about it, that everything would be fine.
But everything was not fine. The relationship ended in Caitlin's death in 2014 on the morning of November 21st at Caitlin's Greenville apartment.
Started as an argument of hitting her while she was asleep, and then her waking up, and from then on, she was stabbed over 90 times.
Brittany says that phone call was the worst news of her life. A year later, Brittany found herself in a domestic violence relationship too.
Getting harassing text messages, phone calls.
Mindful of what happened to her best friend, she went to the Craven County Courthouse to get a protective order.
I went to the magistrate and on a Friday. When I got there, he was like, I can't help you.
Brittany was unable to get one because Craven County magistrates do not have the power to issue them. Only judges can grant protective orders. Some say that's an issue since courts are only open weekdays 9 to 5.
Recently we had a hurricane. Courts are closed for 3+ weeks. No one can get a protective order.
Tova Hairston of the Coastal Women's Shelter says they were swamped following Florence, as many were unable to get protection from judges.
Certainly it was created a challenge for us, doing our best to keep folks safe that did need protective orders.
She says if magistrates had the power to issue orders, it would have a positive impact.
Magistrates are on site around the clock, and so at 2 in the morning, if an incident occurs, victim would not have to wait until that following business day to request a protective order. They'd be able to request it at 2 a.m. before having to wait 2, 3, 4 days to be seen by a judge.
In neighboring Jones County, magistrates do have the power to issue protective orders.
Something that is required, something that's necessary.
Chief District Court Judge Paul Hardison says the order is authorized by statute in all 4 counties he represents: Jones, Duplin, Sampson, and Onslow.
Because there were a number of cases where victims went to seek assistance or some type of protection, it was not afforded, and there was some tragedy that had occurred.
In Onslow County, every Monday is dedicated to domestic violence court.
We've had cases, I think the highest number was about 60-something in one day.
In Havelock, Police Chief Marvin Williams says it's the #1 violent crime they respond to.
15 to 20 domestic calls a month.
And the Coastal Women's Shelter serves more than 550 people a year across Jones, Pamlico, and Craven counties. So if domestic violence is so prevalent, why is it challenging in some counties to get protection?
Nobody seems to be able to answer that question.
9 on Your Side sought to get answers. We went to the courthouse, emailed, texted, and called.
Hi, this is Courtney Allen with WNCT 9 on Your Side.
Multiple people several times across Craven County. We were told everyone was out of town, unavailable, or we didn't receive a response at all. Brittany says she's received the same response, or lack thereof, when trying to get support for Caitlin's Law since she started the petition 3 years ago.
I was told that the law was just and that it works, and that it has worked and it will always work. If it worked, then we wouldn't see the amount of violence that we do.
Since Brittany can't get support locally, she's trying to get enough signatures to grab the attention of state lawmakers.
I had a place in Raleigh that I had discussed this with, and they were like, if you can get up to 5,000 signatures, we can take it and write it into legislation to take to the House of Representatives.
Brittany can't help but think if it were easier to get protection, it could have saved her best friend's life. Since Pitt County, where Caitlin died, does not give its magistrates the power to issue orders either.
This happened on a Friday morning. She went that Thursday. Would she have gotten the hearing the very next day? But if it was the very next day, it would have been too late.
Brittany says she won't stop fighting for change as the 4-year anniversary of Caitlin's death nears.
I think she would be so proud. She would keep going. She wouldn't stop.
It's important to note that protective orders are immediately granted if someone presses charges against a person in Craven County, but some say they don't want to take that route. It varies county to county if magistrates have the power to issue the orders or not. You can visit our website, WNCT.com, to view the petition aiming to make it uniform statewide. It has around 1,500 signatures so far. Courtney Allen, 9 on your side.